Is it?
Spetsnaz.
It's Russian, is it?
Yeah, that's well. It used to be KGB, now it's Spetsnaz, I think.
Okay.
But they're all mad. Sure, has to be done, and
Mm.
he will be a perfect person for it.
So without weapons and things.
Not sure. Do you have to carry? You have to carry, but then I bet you've got like a
I don't
special
think you'd
chain
have
for
to.
it.
I don't think you'd have to.
If you have like Justin Bieber,
Rich businessmen. Well, yeah, but I think a lot of it's done. Like I don't know. I've had this conversation with certain people, and I don't think it is with weapons a lot of the time. I think it's just sort of like that things are planned so well that I think that kind of negates some of the need for the weapons. I'm not sure. I never know. I'm not an expert.
but still, see another island. I'm not sure about the island. In Ireland, they don't even have guns. The guard
And where?
in
Down
Ireland.
south? No, I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Over
It'd be
here,
more like the rest of the UK.
because over here, that's the only country in the UK where
Yeah.
police are allowed guns
Yeah.
and machine guns and
Yeah,
rest of
the laws here are pretty liberal. Is that the word? No, this wouldn't be like wide open.
yeah,
Yeah.
wide open or wide open.
Wide open. Yeah. So like, I think they're allowed like, I think like an AR-15 is legal here in certain maybe like a semi-automatic or something like that. Yeah.
Well, I think the guns itself over here are so easier to being purchased by civilians.
Mm.
I remember it was a story about the guy in Ballyhalbert, where I used to live. Ballyhalbert, somewhere outside, a farmer. What did they call him? Gun something. Because he literally have a shed built like a concrete shed, like a proper, like a wee outside house.
Right.
And he says he's prepping like for a zombie apocalypse. It's one of those movies you open the freaking container, it's like a Nick Fury.
Like Hot Fuzz.
Oh my
Yeah. Have you seen Hot? Yeah.
So they said from Desert Eagles, every single possible gun on display under like what you call it?
In Ballyhalbert.
Somewhere outside Ballyhalbert.
Where's Ballyhalbert?
Anybody break into his house, so like, oh, he's in for a treat. You come down
John
like,
Wick.
come down like 10 points heavier with the freaking all the bullets in him. But it's like lots of people here collecting guns, and a farmer, a police officer, or somebody else can sign your
the form
for it.
The permit.
Why the fuck, farmer? Like
upstanding member of the community.
Fire marshals, fuck them. No.
Yeah.
You ride a tractor, brilliant. Sign my phone, would you?
Probably depends on the gun as well. I don't know. Yeah.
I would love to shoot a gun.
Well, you can do.
No, everybody go to Poland to shoot guns.
Yeah.
In Krakow.
Yeah. Or Vegas. Yeah.
I'm not going to Krakow because everybody goes there, and I don't think I'm gonna get a visa to go to Vegas. I'm Polish. They don't really like us out there.
Really?
I don't know.
Why not?
Remember, my friend's dad went to America, and they have to get a mortgage on his house. They sold the car and something else to get the visa. Then he moved away, married his divorced his wife, and married her sister because she was living in New York.
Polish people can't get into America easily then?
No,
Right.
visas. But I believe so. If still like that, my days was like pretty hectic to get to America.
What's the reason? What if Polish?
I don't know. They just don't like us. Okay. Too many of us move in. I'm actually surprised the Irish people don't have to get visas to go to America. Sure, like 60% of population of America.
They probably have to get a visa. Do they not have to get the ESTA or something?
No idea.
You could probably get an Irish passport.
Yeah, I can get Irish passport easier than British passport. I don't even live in Ireland. For us to get a birth certificate of me, for me,
from Poland,
it's a fucking nightmare. I have to get online appointment with the guy, some dinky dick in Poland.
Online?
That's yes, not too bad. Who's gonna phone me, but there's the time difference. We booked one last week for 9 o'clock. I'm sitting 9 o'clock, 9, 9:15.
It was 9 o'clock our time, not their time.
Yeah,
right.
Just realized I got the email at 8:15. You missed your appointment.
Okay.
Fuck. They didn't specify it's Polish time. You should fuck with it. But yeah. Now, I need to ask you a question. That's basically how the interview works. I'm gonna ask you a question, and you're gonna answer them, please.
Okay.
I know you don't have to because you already molded me. Why jiu-jitsu? Why jiu-jitsu?
After a flying start.
In Poland, we say vujitsu, which is like drinking vodka. But
Why jiu-jitsu?
yeah, why not white? Why
Why not what?
not white? White? Why?
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 I know what you're saying. Well, there's many answers, I suppose. Well, jiu-jitsu for it's back probably late 2000s, 2010. Started getting into mixed martial arts as just as spectating, viewing it.
That's 15 years after jiu-jitsu arrived to UK. I Google it.
I think it probably arrived earlier than that.
1995, London.
Really?
Yeah. Was invented in 1925.
Was it invented? Someone just came up with it.
Like, I'm gonna create a self-defense system that's gonna basically just break people's arms. I'm not gonna call Krav Maga.
Was there nothing else before that?
So
no leverage.
I Google it. So the first origin of jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, was 1922 or 25.
Yeah,
Something like that.
You got
But
to
I bet you would
remember,
be like,
you've got to remember that a lot of that is up for debate. Like,
Oh.
where are you seeing this? Where are you reading this?
Uncle Google.
Uncle Google. Okay.
Uncle Google knows everything.
Well, if that's sorry, 1 second. If that's the kind of the Gracie story, yeah. But there's lineages that come from. So you have. Well, firstly, you have Brazil. But jiu-jitsu comes from Japan, which arguably I believe comes from China and India. I think the earliest sort of believed system of martial art, I think, is from India. The person was called Bodhidharma, I think his name was, or something like that. I'm not sure. And he was possibly a monk. So, firstly, that's maybe 1,000 years of.
We need like a subtle history lesson.
Yeah. Well, this is just my own stuff, like my own sort of inverted commas research. So there's 1,000 years probably of history there that we know nothing about. It arrives in China. It gets taken to Japan. Obviously, they're at war for hundreds and hundreds of years, and Korea and things. And at some point, the Japanese moved to Brazil. Now, the biggest population of Japanese people outside of Japan live in Brazil.
From all possible places to go.
Brazil. Yeah, but there's like loads of reasons why people migrate around the world. Like Polish people come to the UK and things.
I ask myself that question: why?
Yeah, why did you pick here?
I've got a good answer for it because my dad moved here from London. I don't know why.
Yeah,
but I came to my dad and then just
everybody asked me why here.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
So like, why here? It's like stupid because I always want to go to New Zealand. But
that would have been smart.
I would love New Zealand. I would hate Australia because every single freaking living thing tried to kill me.
Yeah.
But New Zealand is fine. Nice.
Well, I'm English in Northern Ireland. I feel exactly the same.
Yeah. You English? Your accent told me. Oh, I thought you were from Ballymena.
No. So you have like the biggest population of Japanese people outside of Japan live in Brazil. So the fact that there's one person that knows Kozen judo, or traditional jiu-jitsu, or whatever you want to call it, and then they teach it to one receptive family, it just can't be true. So there are other Maedas. So Maeda was the person that supposedly took jiu-jitsu from Japan and took it to Brazil, but I believe there's more than just him. So then there's different lineages of like judo, jiu-jitsu within Brazil. So straight away then it calls into question the idea of Brazilian jiu-jitsu was invented in 1925, you said?
Something like that, 22 or 25.
So the Gracie Academy was probably founded in 1925.
So yeah, probably that's
no different. That would be like me saying this gym was created in 2019. So this was the start of It obviously wasn't. So
McJitsu.
yeah. So you've
Mike
got
Jitsu. Mike, not Mike.
well, yeah, it'd be like me creating it, telling people that have created it. Now it was already in existence, so there's like favelas. In the favelas, they were teaching grappling. I don't know what. I presume it was just called jiu-jitsu. I don't know.
See, you never know. Let's say tomorrow a massive asteroid gonna wipe everything out
mhm.
except this podcast, and then some ancient monkeys gonna figure out like, oh, what's that?
Planet of the
Find
Apes.
find out like, that's the guy who created the defense system. Who's the hairy guy? I don't know. He looked like my granddad. That's gonna explain a lot.
Yeah, no, I can't. It's a long shot, but so yeah, the idea of jiu-jitsu, being definitely started in 1925 and definitely coming to England in 1995 probably isn't true. Probably come to the UK, sorry, in 1995. Probably not true. I think like there's individuals like I believe it's Rick Young and Bob Breen. I think if you look at Bob Breen, he is a really well-known martial artist in the UK that I think was going out to LA and training with the Graces in the early 90s, late 80s, possibly. Same with Rick Young, I think. And there's probably some other people that I'm missing. But if you look into the history of UK Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, efforts were being made prior to people coming to the UK to
Going
learn
out.
this stuff. Yeah. And they were learning judo as well. And
Excuse me.
if you're learning judo, you're essentially learning Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Maybe not with some of the refinement of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, but you're learning the art. And then it's just how you apply it with under what rule set. Then that determines whether it's Brazilian Jiu Jitsu or judo. The two basically overlap massively. So yeah, 1995 is potentially when the
Vig.
first Brazilians came here, but people were already actively
Maybe it's
trying to
even just
learn
the
it.
first school was like allegedly started.
Yeah,
Signed the books. Yeah,
I think
that's the first
there was a
school.
guy looking through the history of it. There was a guy called Chen or something like that. I think that was teaching in
Jackie Chan.
No Chen. Yeah,
Chen.
Jackie Chan.
That's his cousin.
I think he was making films back then. But yeah, there was people here teaching in the late 90s. Yeah, and then I think first few academies started late 90s, maybe around 97, 98, possibly. I'm not sure. And then they just started to grow gradually early 2000s. I started, I think, early 2011. But somebody said to me in late 2007, I think, was telling me about there's a guy that I worked with in the office, and he would have stayed up late and watched early UFCs and Pride fights and things. And he, at the time, YouTube obviously just started.
What's that? BJ Penn.
BJ Penn, yeah, the king.
First UFCs.
But he was telling me about like a family of guys that would basically just learn how to fight, and they'd go and do different tournaments and things. And he obviously was talking about the Gracies. He said Gracie at the time because he showed me Hoist Gracie versus Akabono. Have you ever seen that?
Jesus. I can't call him like a boy. I just call him Jesus.
Big samurai, big sumo guy.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Because you look at him, it's like, oh my god. That's the first thing in your head.
Okay, right. I thought when he looked like long hair in there. No.
There's another guy, Kimbo.
Kimbo, yeah.
Kimbo.
Oh, Chemo.
Chemo.
Yeah.
Chemo had a Jesus tattoo on his belly.
Yeah, and he came out with the cross.
Yeah, and he was like massive believer. He always get beat up. I think he had
I-
few winning fights, and then he
He
just
fought
every time.
Hoist for what, half an hour or something, was it? 20 minutes? And then Hoist had to pull out the rest of the tournament, I think. So yeah, we were watching. I was watching like MMA, thinking I was watching jiu-jitsu in the late 2000s, and then I finally started
That
training.
was like Chuck Norris, Chuck Liddell's time.
Yeah, yeah.
Chuck Liddell, what'd you call him?
But I didn't have any interest in the striking. No interest. So apart from Anderson Silva, I had no interest really in seeing like I think I remember like watching Stephen Bonner and Forrest Griffin, and thinking that was incredible. But I didn't really have much of an appreciation for it. I definitely do nowadays, but at the time I just wanted to understand jiu-jitsu, or I wanted to see it being done. I didn't even know at the time that I could go and train it. I thought it was something that just existed elsewhere in the world, and I thought, oh, it's great to watch. And for me, that was just the way it was. And then, so BJ Penn would have been champion at the time, probably in around that time. I think he'd have fought. So Joe Stevenson.
So that's
Sean
what started you
Shirk.
watching them, and
Well, it was what interested me in jiu-jitsu. but again, like I didn't even know jiu-jitsu was 4 miles down the road at that point. So it really was like, I'll talk about that in a second. But like I was watching, so yeah, BJ Penn, um, Anderson Silva was one of my favorite fighters, just because I couldn't understand how he just sort of had like that death touch and was just sort of so elusive. People couldn't seem to hit him or anything like that, and he was just like when
It's like
that
a rubber
knockout.
man,
Huh?
like a rubber man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was just incredible to watch. And then Shogun, he was sort of
Ria, Ria, was it?
Rua.
Ra.
Yeah, Mauricio Rua.
Sorry, my Polish kicking in.
Yeah. So he was brilliant to watch as well, but I wouldn't necessarily say he was a jiu-jitsu guy. He was just Brazilian. So to me, that was like that if he was Brazilian, that meant he was a jiu-jitsu guy to me. I know he's more, I think, Muay Thai shooter box, but I think I remember seeing him like use his guard and things. So yeah, that's fine. So those were my three guys that I would watch, and then 2000 and late 2010, I was sort of starting to sort of think I wanted to learn a martial art, but I had no idea what I was doing. To me, MMA wasn't in my area. It was, I just hadn't looked into it. And then I thought of things like kickboxing and that sort of stuff was martial arts, or judo. Didn't realize that.
It's just recently, like only a few years, people start opening the BJJ schools, and
Yeah, it's huge.
most people basing that, 'cause, as you said, first MMA was guys like Wanderlei Silva.
Yeah,
Rest of them just go and bash at each other. The first UFC champ, heavyweight wrestler.
Randy.
No,
Oh, Mark
Savern.
Hmm?
Savern.
Dan Seven.
Dan Severn.
Well, there wasn't weight classes back then, so
Yeah, so it was
was he
just
the first heavyweight? Was he?
yeah. Then
Right.
you
Okay.
got
Then he got
Mark,
beaten by Mark Coleman.
another
Yeah.
wrestler, and then Gracie come down and just wiped everybody.
Who?
Gracie, was it?
No, he wouldn't have beaten Mark Coleman. Well, Hoist had already come out of the UFC by that point. Hoist didn't have a huge career in the UFC, really.
See, I used to watch all of them.
Remember,
he was the only one in gi.
Yeah. He went and fought in Japan. Meanwhile, Hickson had already probably finished fighting, I think, in Japan at that point. But yeah, like Hoist didn't have like a particularly long career. He went in and out. He came back for a fight against Matt Hughes, and then that then sort of showed that everything had moved.
Did you say Matt or Mark?
Matt.
There's two of them.
Matt Hughes.
Matt Hughes. Because did you know he have a twin?
He has a twin brother, yeah.
Which I think is bizarre. Imagine if you can. Now that's a weak conspiracy. If you can use your twin to cut weight, go there.
We actually have twins in this gym that we could do this with
But that would be perfect.
But it caused confusion at the weekend.
Yourself. You torture yourself, dehydrate yourself. You go and like, oh, okay. Then you come down to the match. Oh,
yeah.
You just easy, natural.
Yeah, you could take it a step further by getting them matching tattoos so that it's even more credible.
What was the movie?
Face Off.
No. I'm so bad with names. The Wolverine, we watched that with Andre. Not Tom Hardy. Christian Bale. Hugh Jackman. They're magicians.
Prestige. I've never seen it.
You have to watch it.
Okay.
I shit you not. Andre said to me, watch to the end. You're not going to figure that out.
Are you going to spoil it now, though?
No.
Okay.
And he says, you're not going to figure that out. And I keep trying. I'm really good in figuring out the movies halfway through. I said, like, what's going to happen to the end? Because it's the same structure of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like a blueprint, the Hollywood check it, like, okay, fine, next.
This one. Do you finish the films then, or do you just know it before?
I will watch it, and I can tell you what's going to happen. And 99% time happens.
Okay.
Especially in action movies, they're all done the same way.
Right.
Fast and Furious, the one with Keanu Reeves, like 10 years prior to it.
I don't watch them.
Remember the Keanu Reeves movie 10 years prior about the surfers?
Point Break.
Yeah. Point Break, Fast and Furious. It's the same movie. It's literally the same movie. If you look on the script, scribble the occupations and names.
Yep.
Same thing.
Point Break's a great film.
Yeah, I love Point Break.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
Shoot an hour. We went off track. That's perfect. That's what you want. Like coming back, why jiu-jitsu?
So where are we? What year? Late 2000s, 2010. Living pretty unhealthy life in terms of as early 20s and go out with mates and things, have drinks, but it wasn't
That's not unhealthy. That's just
well. Just
natural
let me
way.
finish. Let me finish. And was not in good shape playing football, but not really kind of that. Like it was like once a week, if that, and I wasn't even really able to do much of that. And then uh, just made a decision one New Year's Eve that okay, I'd had enough of this and I needed to do something. So a New Year's resolution that it's the only one I've ever kind of made and I've stuck to as well. To take up a martial art. So I looked into local martial arts, found a kickboxing place. At the time, I was really sort of
4 miles away.
no, not yet. No, even closer. Um, at the time, though, I was really, I suppose, like just thought, why would someone my age take up a martial art? Something that like, little kids would do. You know, like
Yeah, I see your
this
point.
is, but the back is different back then. It was like martial arts was a very nerdy thing to do. I'd imagine at the time. It's different. It was different. So I went to a
So
place.
wait. So what was like? So if martial arts was a nerdy thing to do,
Yeah,
what was the cool kids do? If you hit me with football, I would just.
but that's probably what in the area I grew up where I was living probably would be like that. Go out, play football, drink at the weekend, watch football, go to football matches. It's huge.
So it's less nerdy to be a footballer
I'd
than
say
to
so.
go and
Yeah,
get beat
yeah.
up over the
Probably
weekends.
then. Yeah, yeah. Well, for me, in the friendship circle I was in, yeah, and I knew that I was probably pretty miserable, and just sort of doing the same thing that everyone else wanted, just doing the same thing as everybody else because that's just what was presented to me. Um, so I went to like there's a kickboxing and kung fu, but it was the sort of shiny bottoms type place. You know the sort of thing I mean, like American kickboxing.
Yes, stars.
Yes.
They
Exactly that.
always remind me of the Adidas ones. That
Yes, yeah. And I knew that's not what I wanted because by that point I was already aware of like
shoes thingies.
yeah, like the polystyrene. I was already aware of the UFC, and I was seeing like Valley Judo, and I was even like I had a passing interest in it. I wouldn't say I didn't know what was going on or anything, but I did have a passing interest in it. So I knew what I wanted to go and learn probably wasn't what I was getting, but at the same time it was better than nothing. And then this kind of goes off into a slightly different area, but I was at one class and I think it was like either a kickboxing or a kung fu class or something like that. And I knew I was being fed some shit at the time. It was 3 months, probably 3 months there in total. So this would have been about the second month, coming towards the end of it. And where I'm from is like a military town. And there was a guy that was there for that sort of work. And he was a paramedic or something like that. I can't remember exactly what, but he was saying to me about MMA because he pulled on these MMA gloves for some like light spot sparring, which at the time like I had no business.
The open upper finger ones.
Yeah, like 4 ounce
Yeah.
gloves. The teacher, I don't know what I was supposed to have called him, sensei, I suppose, or something like that. I'm not sure. He just said, "Oh no, just use those." And the guy, to be fair to the guy, said, "Are you sure? Like, this is not smart." Um, and he went, "Yeah, just use what you've got." And then I got given a pair of like maybe I don't know
16
12
ounce.
ounce,
Ah, 12.
yeah, a pair of proper gloves, so at least. But he had
Those.
these gloves, and I kind of now I didn't even have the awareness at the time to realize I had the rough end of the deal there because I this
Right.
is this is how stupid I would have been. I thought, well, at least I'm getting my hands protected. He's got the 4 ounces, and I've got the 12 or whatever. And then obviously there was no real spar or anything like that. It was pretty tame. But again, I was just completely oblivious to it. And then towards the end of the class, the guy said to me something about a local MMA gym, and my ears immediately pricked up because up until this point, this guy had been telling me how the class that we were in wasn't great and all this, and like you have your guy, the guy teaching the class, and then you have the guy that's
Support.
no, the guy I was training with was saying, "Oh no, but what you could do is you could do this or you could do that. I'd have done this and all that." So he was basically reteaching stuff, and I was there. I was smart enough to question. Okay, right, he's telling me one thing, you're telling me another. There's definitely a confliction here. Anyway, so I had zoned out from this guy basically for an hour, 2 hours or whatever, and then he said something about 10 MMA gym. So suddenly I'm back, zoomed, like honed back into the conversation. I said, so "Where is this gym?" And he said, "Oh, it's like 2 miles away or something." And I said, "Right, okay." And he went, "Don't go there. There was full of thugs." And I was like, "Right, okay." And then I said, "What's it called?" Got the name off him. Went home that night, found the website, started looking through it, and the pictures. It's like the website for this gym or any other
Well, that's
jiu-jitsu
like
gym.
ancient time whenever you still have like
No, I
models.
think we had broadband. We had broadband. No, we didn't actually. It was no, we did. And I went on there, and it was like the website was like this, and it was pictures of kids smiling, doing competition with medals.
Thugs.
It was just what's it?
Thugs.
Thugs, yeah, yeah. And I thought this just doesn't add up. Like the guy's telling me it's full of thugs, but at the same time it looks pretty
The
reasonable.
kids have tattoos, no?
Just asleep.
So
Guillotine. So I contacted them and said, "Am I okay to come down and do a class?" Turned up, I think, like probably the next night or something. Went down and fell in love straight away. It was incredible. Got beaten up, obviously. Uh, got taught some stuff that you could tell worked, even though I couldn't get it to work. I could tell it could work. You were surrounded by people that were training intensely but safely, so that you could see it in real time and not sort of basically two people choreographed dancing. Um, so yeah, I went back and just went back, and then I think I did sort of 18 months there, and did what was it, like 4 or 5 times a week. I fell in love. It was brilliant. Got a gi within a week. I remember that and thinking like, okay, now I feel once I had my gi, I felt a bit more kind of involved in it and things. And
part of the group.
yeah, because it was all mostly gi training. They had one no gi session. It's completely different to how you see most gyms now. One no gi session a week, which is really just an MMA session to
The good
please.
ones. Yeah.
Sorry,
The good ones.
the good ones,
The
yeah,
thug ones.
to please the guys that were doing MMA that still need to learn jiu-jitsu. They did one session a week where it was I think it was labeled on the timetable as no gi, but it was just an MMA class really. But nothing wrong with that. It's just the way it was back then. But it was really good. Yeah, really enjoyed that sort of period there. Um, and then my understanding of like the culture of jiu-jitsu started to change. I realized actually there's a sport, not just MMA. So up until that point, jiu-jitsu to me had been MMA, and then I started to realize actually there's a sport and things. And this club that I was at was this gym was really um, active on the competition scene, and that area of the country at the time was really, this is England obviously, was really um, sort of had a really busy calendar considering it was 14 years ago. So there were competitions once every 3 months or something, I think. So it was really good. And if you wanted to travel, you could potentially have competed every at least once a month, which it was it's difficult to it's weird to think that way. Like looking back now, that like you know,
Not even now.
so
You have what? Three, four major leagues here. Right?
potentially, yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Well,
Like
IBJJF
NI
come here.
grappling. You've got the Carl's wee baby. What do you call it? Is that NI grappling?
I'm not sure.
That's what Carl's runs. I think it's NI grappling.
Okay, we
That we competition. You got Chaos. You've got IFBB, BJJ.
yeah, IBJJF. Yep.
Then unfortunately ADCC is only an island because nobody want to step up here. Which actually Marius looking people to step up here and open the branch over here. But I will
It's
be.
a lot of work though.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of
Huge amount
hassle.
of, yeah.
That's why Kieran is able to do it. But
It's a lot of work and it's very little reward.
yeah.
Sorry, it's not a reward. Like very little. It's kind of a thankless task in some ways. Like grappling industries, like as a gym, we support, or sorry, I encourage grappling industries as the event that we should go to, because there's a couple of reasons why, but the standard for the most part is well maintained. Most
Excuse me.
events are usually of a good standard. Um, but you know that the organizers are getting absolutely hammered in the build up and after and during, just with every, I don't know, like it's just a lot of work. I've experienced a very brief period of time where I was involved in something similar to that, and it was a lot. And then you've add in the fact that family time, trying to run the gym, that sort of stuff. Like, or if people are doing their own training or coaching, it's a ton of work for people to do. So I can completely understand why nobody's stepping up to do it.
So
But
now you said family life. You have family in your own.
mhm,
You coaching.
mhm.
You used to compete.
I wouldn't say it was since kids, very low, once or twice, a few times.
So
I love competing, but
so even
I'm
having a gym, you're training. You're here every day,
mhm,
and you train yourself as well,
yeah,
and
every day.
have family.
Mhm.
How that's all work together?
Not very well. No, it's hard to balance.
Well, it's hard to balance family life and work
Yeah,
life anyway. Not including. It's perfect setup whenever you can do what you love and get money for it.
yeah, yeah.
But you accept that doing so many more things.
Running a gym isn't
I'm just
you,
bigging you up here.
the running a gym though is not a no one should ever do this for a financial reason. Like there's no money doing this. I think that's probably the
I'm not talking about become a Bill Gates, but
yeah,
to pay the bills,
yeah,
to pay the bills and not and doing something you love. It's a perfect setup because let's face it, money bring you happiness,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
but it's not worth it.
yeah.
It's not worth bust your balls for 20 hours, sorry, 40 hours, 50 hours a week
No,
to get a nice paycheck whenever you don't see your family.
no, yeah. There's a ton of satisfaction in doing this, but it does come at a definite sort of cost, and like in family life, we've definitely
Yeah.
felt that. Yeah. But like this is something my coaches only 24 hours ago I received from him some pretty like strong guidance, let's just say, on what could be done to improve things on for the gym and for me personally in terms of you know just in the inner workings of things.
Haircut? Haircut?
Haircut.
Said that the guy with the pro.
Well, I'm at a point now I don't really care about my hair.
I'm only joking. Now is the moment whenever
You still do.
we're gonna put that picture of him with the long hair.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't endorse it.
No. What were we saying?
Coach and improving life.
Yeah. So I find it very difficult to actually stay away from this place. So
Because you love this place.
yeah, I love it. Yeah, I have my house, I have my family and things, and this is where I want to be if I'm not there. It's definitely days where I could do with not coming down, but like also I worked in office jobs for like everyone's worked, so I don't want to. I'm not, could have been a lot worse, but I would have had a pretty boring job for a number of years, and so to be able to do this, having more of a mundane job is brilliant. So I don't take it for granted in the slightest. But there are definitely days where you sort of think, okay, right, I've got to go and teach 3 or 4 classes tonight. Not feeling 100%, but you sort of
This has to be done.
it has to be done, yeah. And there's nights where you kind of, especially in like the winter or something. Actually, no, the winter's actually fine. It's not the winter that bothers me. It's the really nice sunny nights where you like Lindsay will take the kids out or something like that. That's definitely something that I sort of think, right, I wouldn't mind going out and getting like an ice cream with them or something, or you go and getting food with them or something like that. That definitely has its drawbacks, but in the sort of it's always a net gain, being down here and running the place, and then you get to see people's developments and things, and that's really really that's basically why I do this. It is brilliant for that. There's you see people change over the years, friendships and things like that are definitely a huge part of it. But and I have a ton of good friends from doing this. But one thing I've picked up on is you don't have to necessarily be massively, close friends with the individual, but you're still seeing them change over time. One of our relatively new men, I wouldn't say he's new, he's a year into this, I think. Uh, Late 30s, I think he's my age, maybe a year younger than me. Competed for the first time on Sunday and did gi and no gi. He predominantly trains in the gi, doesn't do a huge amount of no gi, but he did really well in the gi and he won his division. Um, he's got he's really successful outside of in his career. He's a high achiever. And he could quite easily probably go and spend the rest of his life sort of dining out on that. But he comes down here 3 or 4 times a week, gets trails around the mat, learns jiu-jitsu, sort of, he has every reason to think he's better than a lot of people, and he doesn't. He just gets stuck in, and
Humble.
then yeah, definitely, yeah. And he comes down, and then he went and competed at the weekend, and he did brilliant. And you sort of think, well, that's just amazing. That's great, yeah. And then you've seen that with the kids as well. One individual competed, I think, 4 months ago. Didn't have a good day. He is in like for him. He was upset. He's only young. Didn't win his matches. And you could see that it sort of upset him. And then the weekend just gone, I think he took double silver, won won a match in this. So he had a 3 in his division or 2 in his division. Yeah, him and 2 other guys in his division. He won 1 match in the gi, 1 match in no gi, took silver. Like that's. I'm not saying I don't want to over exaggerate here, but that's potentially like life changing in some respects because he knows he's capable of doing something. He's like he won 1 by submission. Like that's brilliant.
And he is. I'm not sure everybody gonna understand it, but take balls.
Yeah.
Go either ring, cage, mat. I done that stupid match not so long ago. I'm sorry, I need to rephrase. Not stupid match.
I was going to say
we silly match.
You did a jiu-jitsu match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for me, doing something
It's
I
not
never
stupid.
do, like especially gi, like I never do gi.
Right.
So to me, it was like I'm just gonna do it. Didn't win half-arsed. I was just given what I can.
Why does the gi matter?
I don't, it's different.
It's jiu-jitsu.
If like driving somebody's car first time, that only how I can explain it.
Okay. Yeah.
So for me,
But it's still a car. It still has.
Yeah, still have
wheel.
exactly same. It's just different. It's not yours.
Mm-hmm.
I jump in her car and I feel different than in my car. And I drive both of them lots of times. But see, in gi, I put the gi on. I still have those 2 gis, thank you. And it just feel not natural. Well, if you put somebody else's hoodie on, it's weird. I just get. I know I have to work on my gi if I want to compete. I know that, but
do you? I mean, do you not want to focus on MMA?
Yeah.
So why do you have to work on your gi?
If I want to compete.
Yeah.
So see, after that match, it's a good match, but it's still like losing is not so satisfying.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so we have one lad in here. He's 17, and he's going to do MMA. He's high level striking already. And
is it the wee fella who was tossing Steven around? One day I come down.
Who's Steven?
Steven.
Stuart.
Sorry, Stuart.
He may have been. I'm not sure.
He was like, what was it? Suplexing him. Young fella.
No, that's different. That's Godric.
Godric, yes, I like his name.
So he's somebody for the future. This guy's older than Godric, but he has good level striking and took gold in no gi in his last outing 4 months ago. I think he won 3 or 4 matches that day, and then he did gi and no gi this weekend. Didn't expect him to do gi actually, but he opted in for it. I'm really pleased that he did. Did his first match in the gi of the weekend or of the day, and he lost his first match. He came off and he lost by points. I can't remember. And we just quickly had like maybe a minute or 2 between matches, and I said to him, "Don't you're treating this like a gi match?" And he kind of looked at me like I was an idiot, going, "Well, it is." And I said, "Just turn it no gi, wrestle him, turn it into a no gi match. Do everything you do no gi. Any grips that he takes that you're not happy with, break them, disengage, and then go back into a no-gi sort of mindset." He then won his next 3 matches, took silver in the gi. He's never like I can count on one hand how many times I've seen him in a gi, and he took silver in the gi against other kids.
Where were you whenever I was competing?
Huh?
When were you on my match? You should send me a message. Joke.
I didn't know you were doing it. And then, but that would be the same sort of advice, I suppose. And then he won gold in no gi as well. So like he's got a ton of potential. Probably, like I said, he'll hopefully go down the MMA route. But that's the way to think of it. Is it's still jiu-jitsu. It's the same interlocking of the body, and there's only the underhook is still an underhook, whether they're wearing a gi or not. It might be harder to get, and you might have to break grips to get it, but it's an underhook. So yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about what they're wearing.
To see on subject of MMA, would you want to do MMA?
I'd love to, but I don't know. I'm a little bit old, 38.
You're not old.
I know, but I'd have to learn how to strike to a high level.
Not high level.
Yeah, I would love to. I really would. And I'm well, I suppose back like when I first started, because I actually I went to that kickboxing place, obviously, but then after that, I actually wanted to do MMA, and then I got punched in the face, and I was like, I don't know if I really want to do that. The jiu-jitsu seems way more sort of just like a lower barrier to entry. Sort of, at the time I worked in an office and things, so I didn't want to be coming in with. I just presumed I'd do one class and get completely like
Fight Club.
panda eyes, broken
What do
nose,
you
like
call
Fight
him?
Club. Yeah, Edward Norton.
Edward Norton.
Yeah, I just presume that's how I'm going to look every day. And you probably would. I probably would look like that at times, but jiu-jitsu just seemed more sort of. I don't know. Like we're seeing it nowadays with the change in the demographic that do jiu-jitsu, but the um the
Was Eddie Bravo didn't invent it's not slap
slap,
jiu-jitsu.
yes, combat jiu-jitsu.
Combat jiu-jitsu?
Yep.
Would you be interested in something like that if that's
I don't
come on
know.
stage? Because I strike with you, you're not semi bad. I
Um,
was once, and that was months ago.
Semi bad. Not...
Like you're,
I'm trying to work out if that's half good or not, half decent. Is that?
I'm not good striker. Well, I'm not good at anything. I'm just trying my best, to get better
Well,
every day.
yeah. It's a cliche, but if you're better than you were, then
That's the whole point.
yeah.
Like Amy Scully, she's from Ireland, and she write a sentence every single time she posts the video, and she bring it to my head every time. Every day I'm going training, it's like I just want to be that fighter 1% better
Yeah,
every
1%
day.
better. Yeah. And
And it's
then
like
the accumulation of that 1%.
you
Yeah.
go into the club, you get them beat up time after time after time after time.
Yeah.
But you're eventually learning stuff.
But the thing is as well, like I suppose doing jiu-jitsu, I've learned that it's the compounding effect of 1% better every day,
Yeah.
and it's like let's say I had the inclination to do it, learning to strike. I know I could do it. I may not be very good at it after the time, but I know I could get myself to a position where I can because I've already done it with jiu-jitsu. Doing it consistently, doing a form of training, it's impossible for you not to get better. So I just would need to do it. But then talked about it already with other things. It's
Time
whether
as well.
it's time, yeah, and it's. I would like to.
And you've got Andy coming here as well, still on
Yeah,
Wednesdays.
yeah. Andy Burrows. Yeah, Tuesday nights he teaches down here, and then we have I do a Thai private a lot with Nakte, Jordan Matthews,
Yeah.
Shankle Road area, and he's great. He's brilliant. I do enjoy it. I
So what's stopping you? You have to be like that. One of the guys have to be perfect before getting to the octagon, or
I don't know. I don't know whether it's something I want to do long term in terms of I don't know what value it'll bring for what it will actually cost in terms not financially I don't mean but in terms of time and energy and
yeah, it's
what
gonna
it's
be
going to
better.
take for me to put into it. Is it going to mean that I'm going to now if it's just for the say in the, I don't mean it's going to be easy, and I don't
Yeah,
say it's going to be just fun for the experience. 100%, I would love to do it, but I've got to. If there's a few different things I have to weigh up that um, personally I have to consider. Okay, there's a lorry coming past. Is that gonna? Yeah. Okay.
that's why you have mics.
Okay. Fair enough.
Then I hear more.
Well, yeah, I'm in the process of thinking about doing it. There aren't many jiu-jitsu guys that would get to that point in their life and then go and do an MMA fight. I think like Kurt Osiander did it when he was 50. No, sorry, 45. Um, and I've always thought that was brilliant. So I would like to. But there's different things like my youngest has just started school this year, is in P1. So that threw up a different sort of dynamic, and like maybe when I think my kids are a bit more settled in their routines and things, and like things at home are a bit more sort of stable in terms of sleep patterns and things. Like my wife is heavily impacted by my son's sort of sleeping pattern and things. He still doesn't sleep properly. There's little things like that, and then if I go and do something like that, there's no question you have to be selfish and
Yeah.
you have to prioritize.
Oh, I couldn't do anything
Yeah.
beside the camera operator there.
Mm. Yeah, camera operator.
I know for a fact if even though she's competing now, even though she's after trainings now, so what in our lives we have to like wait everything because she have big competition next year.
You have it worse. You'd have it more tight than I would. 6 kids.
Yeah, but it's tight, but also it's I wouldn't say easy, but we kind of thrive on
Okay, right.
being always on a go.
Yeah.
So even even on top of that, we get a wee puppy.
Yeah.
And whoever have kids and decide to get the puppy, think twice.
Yeah.
Because it's worse than a baby. That wee there, waking up 5 o'clock on the bottom every morning, screaming to get out. And then he don't want to sleep on his own, so he has
Is
to
that
stay
Austin or the
downstairs.
dog?
Dog. No, Austin sleep like a charm. Austin have no issues with sleeping, food, anything. Austin have like Austin is easy.
Yeah.
Because he will have his food, bed, story, everything with the dog. It's like holy shit! It's like having a newborn.
Yeah.
Over again.
Yeah. But
Except this
probably
shit in the living room.
It probably doesn't last as long though.
No,
The
he's
newborn stage.
growing up.
Yeah.
But except the nappy phase, that's a handful.
Yep. So let's say you do your if you've got a fight lined up now.
Yeah, it's 6 weeks.
Okay.
6 weeks in Devonish.
6 weeks in. Okay, right.
I think so.
So then,
2nd November.
How does that change things in your family then? If you were to do that,
I train anyway.
Okay.
So I train every week, whenever I can.
Yeah.
I train at home. We train every morning at Northern Barbell Club at normal gym.
Yeah.
And I try to fit. If I can go to academy, which I know I need to put, I need to push a little bit harder. I will go on cycle. I will go to combat back to like 10 miles cycling.
Yep.
Or do anything. Go and punch back for 9 rounds. Just every day have to be ticked, done something.
Yeah.
At least one session.
Yeah. Just on a like with personally for me, let's say that I was because you have the 3 main disciplines: grappling, jiu-jitsu, grappling stroke jiu-jitsu. That's one discipline, then the wrestling, and then the striking. Like jiu-jitsu wise, I can train jiu-jitsu easily. Striking's just a big jump in terms of I've done my best to bring it into the gym, but when we have our Muay Thai class here, I'm still teaching the teens at the same time, so I can't even join that class. So that means more time then in the middle of the day where I've got to go and do some sort of striking. So, and then wrestling, I can wrestle in here as and when I want. So yeah, like I can. It's something that I could probably overcome. I'm just trying to work out what I want to do. I would like to do another some more jiu-jitsu competitions. So yeah, I'll plan it all out. I don't really. My real goal isn't to be. I don't think that it's going to be. I think the best use of my time, which is all I really have, or sorry, is the sort of most finite resource that I have, is to put it into other people and see where they can go.
Teaching.
Yeah, and so anything that I do for myself, such as going and competing or an MMA fight, is gotta be able to be. Uh, it's got to elevate my ability to coach. If it doesn't elevate my ability to coach, then I'm being selfish and I'm only looking after number one, and I'm probably gonna it's gonna have a detrimental effect on what happens in here for everybody else.
Because basically, you want to preach what you pray.
Yeah.
No, you want to pray what you preach. What's the saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I was gonna grind my head now, but yeah, it's. I always laugh on the football example. You forgot to wash your pants. She probably found out about something mega important, like she find new shoes in a charity shop. But like footballers, lots of football coaches. I never seen them in a professional football.
Yeah, but I've never been in a professional jiu-jitsu match.
No, seriously. Right, cancel that. But I watching you doing the kids classes.
Yeah.
As stupid it sounds, I sit there and listen to it. It's like, that's actually make more sense to me now. That's
Well, it's the
do
same.
I have to join the kids' classes to actually understand what I'm doing? Why that doesn't work for
Teaching
me?
kids is easier sometimes than teaching adults.
Yes,
'Cause
I
you
see.
can
Like,
you can strip it back to its most stupid layer.
but the way you explain stuff, like same D Prior, I would say he's my jiu-jitsu coach and academy. But the way he explains stuff, it's so simple. He fall through. The same whenever he explained to the kids, I can see the same motions and same words being used, but it's like you two of you, the explanation wise, it's so simple. It's simplified. I will watch a lot of YouTube videos whenever people explain how to do moves.
Yeah.
No, doesn't add up to me. It's like my body doesn't go that way. But
Yeah.
whenever you show it, that's like, okay, picture your,
What's that?
what was it, a cue ball? No, no,
Oh yeah, snooker ball. Yeah.
snooker ball.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that
Yeah.
does make sense. But whenever someone say, go and roll yourself on a ball,
Yeah. Yeah.
first thing you want to do is just crawl in.
Yeah. Well, the kids, you can, within reason with the kids, you can just put quite a broad explanation out there and just let them pull from it what they need. So like the dog poo stuff where they're like sort of playing guard and they're bringing they've trodden dog poo and they're trying to keep the poo on the other kid. Like straight away they're thinking, okay, right, the sole of the foot has poo in it. I can't let it touch me. It's so straightforward. Now you're teaching them open guard and guard passing
With poo.
with poo.
The favorite subject of the kids.
Imaginary poo.
Yeah.
Imagine if we just came in and just started spreading dog poo on it.
Nutella.
Yeah, Nutella, yeah. Oh, mats would be dirty. But straight away there, the kid
So
can
Nutella
relate
will be
to
much
that.
dirty, but shit will be okay. A poo.
Yeah, you couldn't let the Nutella come on the mats. No.
Dog shit? Okay. Nutella, no.
No.
Is it? I was just curious why Austin have a
Yeah, step in this. Bring your dog down and we can make it real.
No, he doesn't poo anywhere else except the garden.
Okay, good. But if you can keep it quite a broad sort of like explanation of something, and then they'll figure it out. And the good thing is like they're used to learning already. The one thing I noticed this last few weeks is during the summer holidays, teaching the kids classes was like noticeably more difficult than teaching them during the school terms.
Yeah. It's out of routine.
They're out of routine,
yeah.
And then they're also out of the habit of learning. They're out of the habit of being told to do something, which is probably the biggest. It's the biggest pain in the ass teaching the kids is just repeating yourself again and again. Like stand here, do this. Make sure you're listening.
Same in the house.
Yeah, don't fight because we have matches every session, as you know, but yet they'll choose over there to fight.
Yeah.
And you sort of think, well, you're about to come on and do your match now, so like just sit still for 45 seconds. Come on here, then fight. I'll let you fight here. But
kids have that short-term memory of in this present second, okay, and then it's like, what?
It's really like teaching the kids. Like I said, is easier. Adults as well. I love teaching adults, but adults will lose some of the motor skills or whatever the term would be by the time they. So if you have a 27-year-old turns up, does his first class, and we don't do this very often, but let's say they need to do a forward roll as part of the movement or whatever. They can't very often do a forward roll. They can't sort of go over their shoulder like that and roll because they've lost that ability to do that. The kids can do it, no problem for the most part. But probably, yeah.
Is it? I would say it's obese body in my case.
Obese body.
I still can't do that.
Well, hopefully you never need to in an MMA fight.
Whatever you call it.
Inversion?
That's the one.
Yeah.
I feel like a Kung Fu Panda every time I try to do that.
But you only need to be able to roll on your shoulders. You don't need your toes to hit the floor.
It doesn't matter what way you're going to explain to me. To me, it's like doing the cartwheel. I have videos of me trying to do the cartwheel. It's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
They actually show me how to do the how to try to. as getting there. So by the end of the day, my target is the cartwheel. Never was able to.
You don't have to cartwheel that much in jiu-jitsu.
No, I just want to.
Okay.
I just want to do that.
It's the sort of thing you can do just to show off a bit in like a guard pass or something.
Joe Beck. You ever hear about Joe Beck?
Well, I know him, but I don't.
Yes, he's a good wrestler now.
Yes, yeah.
MMA fighter. Lovely guy.
Yeah.
He will do some random stuff like that.
Yeah, over the guard or something. Yeah.
Cartwheels, freaking backflips and all. Like, okay, show off.
He's so agile and
yeah.
What's the word? Like just really
explosive.
Mobility. Yeah, and his explosiveness. Yeah, he's really.
I can see Austin doing stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Because he doesn't stop. He's like a wee Jack Russell, except he's more aggressive.
Yep. More aggressive.
Jack Russell get kicked and run away. This guy get pinned by some guys and just stand up and go ahead again. Yeah. He doesn't stop.
There's definitely a difference in the, like you say, the confidence, or there's a fear factor maybe with some of the adults. There's probably fear in the kids as well, but they're just a bit more kind of, they'll throw themselves into things. Yeah, and they just learn things so fast.
Are they?
The kids learn things.
Can you teach my kids how to put the beds together?
Do they what?
How to fix their beds after? Or have to flush the
chain? They've got to want to do it.
Flush the chain will be a good one as well. Did you wash your hands after? Oh. It's like, how many times you have to say the same stuff? It's like, to me, do the cartwheels,
That's what I was saying to Vicky earlier about patience when teaching the kids, but with my own kids, I have zero patience. It's things like that, like go to the toilet, if you've been to the toilet yet, if you brush your teeth, if you wash your hands, or whatever, eat your breakfast.
Every morning, we leave into school, and I would say, like, pick your place where you want to sit in the car, go ahead. If you stand outside the car, and I'm out, the ones who stand outside, walk into school, it's 9 miles.
9 miles.
It doesn't work. They will stand there like, I want to sit in the middle. I want to sit in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't care who's in the middle, just get in the bloody car.
How many kids in one car?
Today, 5. That's only what it fits. But there's the days when I have to take 2 cars.
You have to, you have to take. Yeah.
Well, no, not anymore, because Alex goes to knock.
Okay.
My next year gonna be 4, but for a start, we're gonna drop Emily to school as well. If she get to knock, because it's 10 minutes walk, 15 maybe.
Yeah.
It's not that far.
It's not too bad, no.
But the rest of them going to arts, to model. Want to keep them all together in the same school.
Yeah, make it easier.
There's nothing to make it easier, but for them, it's they always have somebody there.
Okay, right.
Something happened. Oh, my brother is higher class.
Yeah.
So we got P7, P6, P5, P3, and P2. We went for the opening day. The principal walked with us like, you can take the tour. You've been here enough time. Yeah. As a 6th child going from that school, because Blanca went there as well.
That's mental.
We are actually friendly with the lollipop man.
Yeah.
Only one person we are not friendly with is the secretary. She doesn't like me.
Okay. Did she watch the podcast?
She would like me after that. Probably not. I probably can make Mr. Bennett to watch it. He would like it. Mr. Bennett came down to us and said, "There's a Principal Bennett.
Yeah.
His son started doing a street fighting."
Son's doing street fighting?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That was his. It's a new thing called street fighting.
Like street beefs?
No. In the left corner. From Miami. No, it's a school in Tullycarnet or somewhere. East Belfast or somewhere. Street fighting. I'm like, what is it? That's street fighting? That's what you call it?
He's proud of his, like...
Yeah, so I'm like thinking to myself, to my memory, street fighting was like, I can't beat you, pass me that glass. Is that a brick? A lighter in the hand, whatever it calls. Sure, you get Krav Maga whenever you just gouge people.
Fish hook.
So I met online Eric Olsen. He's an American guy. He lives in UK. I said, he's never gonna text me back. So once upon a time, I would text people. I know they're not gonna text me back. But sometimes, like Eric, like Amy, a few other guys, text me back.
Okay. What do you text them?
Just I will watch their videos or like fights or whatever, just appreciation message.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
Just something random.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why. I'm bored.
Okay.
And I send a message to him and start talking to him.
Who is he?
Eric Olsen. Savage. That would be the best
Doing what?
word for him. He's a fighter.
MMA.
MMA, boxing, kickboxing.
Right, okay.
But he's doing Knights of the Streets, sponsored by Ascari. I think I pronounced it right. Which basically means, see that warehouse? It's empty. Class, phone the boys, come down, pull the barriers from whatever there is, fence, jump in the middle, and concrete fight.
Okay, okay.
But it's mainly guys like hooligans, fighters, no gloves, gum shields,
Yeah, okay.
shoes, do whatever.
Right.
Everything is allowed. You can kick him in the balls, you can poke his eyes. So, yeah, I would say it's extreme. Parking lots, rooftops of parking lots.
This is in England?
I don't think they want to
Okay, okay.
say where is it.
Yeah.
But
is it in Poland?
I don't know. Where is it.
It sounds like it's something that would happen in Poland.
Lots of Polish guys in it as well.
Yeah.
But if you look on the fighters there, they are the people you would not even say hi to.
Right.
Be in fear, they just bite your head off.
Okay.
Scary, scary guys. I was like, I'm gonna text him. Sure, what worse could happen? So we start messaging each other. We actually not become friends, but I would say become friendly.
Yeah.
And he's a really lovely guy.
You should interview him.
I would love to at some stage, but he live abroad. He doesn't live in another island.
England, sorry.
I didn't say he lived in England.
I thought you did.
But,
sorry, I misunderstood.
But I think I saw his video from England. He lives in somewhere here, not in this country, but I know where. And so I would love to go and visit him. Anyway, just to meet him, person to person.
Yeah.
But see, that's what I mean as well. Like guys like that, the last person you think they're gonna be a nice guys.
Yeah.
And ended up like he's such a lovely guy.
Yeah, you just wouldn't want to fight him. There's plenty of people you wouldn't.
That's not I don't think it's a fight. It's like survival.
Okay.
I think those guys, whenever they go in those cages, not like octagons.
Yes.
It's like an octagon. You got a referee. You've got somebody. Stop! Don't poke his eye because that's really bad. They're like, your eyes hanging out, mate.
Yeah.
You're right there.
Yeah. MMA's pretty. It's obviously it's brutal.
Oh,
it's the toughest sport there is, but it's there's still rules, safety. There's it's probably still a relatively safe sport in comparison to maybe boxing or something. There's respect there for the most part.
We were talking about gloves and the differences. I watched a documentary years ago about some uprising MMA federation in America.
Right.
And the guy says they were banned in few states because they're using 4-ounce gloves. Mm-hmm. And his line of defense was, well, think about this. You get punched with a 4-ounce glove, not 16-ounce glove. How much lighter is? You don't do so much damage to the head. Like, have you ever been punched with a 4-ounce glove? You not punch as hard with this 4-ounce, but it's still doing the freaking impact.
Even like any glove, just getting punched.
Funny thing, I told you about the gum shields.
Yep.
I didn't know all those years. Didn't know how important gum shields. How important good gum shields are.
Yeah, there's a difference. The bite and boil ones.
The guy told me they should be banned.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
I didn't even know how much difference it makes. I can feel it myself. Like, we don't get punched really hard in the head.
Yeah.
But whenever I get straight punch, normally you back off. You feel it. You know you get punched, but it's not as bad. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. No. A fitted. Like, I have a molded one. I don't wear it much, but I do have a molded one, and it makes a hell of a difference. The boil and bite ones it's like having,
you feel protected.
Yeah, it'd be like having a size 8 shoe for every man. like it just doesn't.
Yeah.
It's never going to work for everybody. Like none of us, the very few of us, it's going to be the right shoe for them. So why would you then? Like they should be banned. I completely agree, but they're probably easier to sell just as they are, and there's probably a good money earner. I don't know. Maybe the margins on them are really high. They'll probably never be banned, but no, I definitely think in here, if people want to wear a gum shield, get a proper molded one.
Oh.
But it's a pain in the ass to get that sorted. We had a guy, one of my like probably the guy that's trained with me the longest in here. He even if I'm teaching on him, he'll wear his gum shield. He always wears it without fail. And then the one day he happened to take it out whilst he was showing somebody a detail of a Kimura, and he did something with his positioning. And the guy on bottom that's in the demonstration is a blue belt, knows what he's doing as well. But as the Kimura goes to get put on, the guy on bottom reacts to the pressure that's been put on him, and his knee comes up. And so Ian, who usually has his gum shield in, didn't have it in just because he was talking, and it came back and it knocked one of his front teeth out. This was probably about 4 months ago, I think. And just like the chances of that. Now, obviously, the gum shield probably would have stopped it, but you don't know if that for definite. But yeah.
So he explained me the impact force.
It's like spreads it, does it?
So it's going back.
Right.
So it hits the way it's molded, it hits you back.
Yeah.
Whenever the wee ones, you get all the impact and rattle your brains. That's why you go like,
yeah.
What's going on? Your
equilibrium.
That's the one. Keep rattling and you just go and can't find your balance. But I have to ask you one thing. It's gonna be a hard question because I can't figure that out. She can't figure that out. We asked tons of people on the way. So last year we had the daddy joke.
Okay.
Now you're a foreign person-ish. You're blowing. Put it this way: you're blowing. Right? You're blowing from England. What would be the most Northern Irish sentence you can think of? Now, I had few response to it.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that's really put me on the spot.
But the easiest way to explain, you think about Northern Ireland and the first sentence coming up to your head. Or first accent.
Well, the sentence definitely starts with here. Like here. And then anything after that.
Here?
Yeah. Everybody always says here.
I'll say we. A wee minute. I still can't figure out what
you
the
hear
fuck
somebody,
is wee minute.
You just listen out for the conversation. Everyone here says here, and then they say what they're going to say, whether it's like, give us a whatever, or... Yeah. And that really... when I first heard people say that, I was like, here. Like, I couldn't understand, like, here as in being here, as in this particular point, or here as in, like, it just didn't make
Hear me out.
Yeah, I couldn't, and that really, like, it's quite jarring.
It's actually quite rude.
Yeah, but it's not though. It's not like one thing that I was in the car a few months back, and I said to Lindsay, and I see this all the time. The two guys stood, I think it was like on the Newton Oz Road or something like that, and they were talking to each other, and they were probably having the friendliest conversation. You could tell they were friends, but they were talking at each other, and it was so aggressive the way they stand, and they're talking like this. And I said, you can't hear them. You think they're fighting, or you think they're arguing, but they're probably having like, oh, how's your mum doing, or something like that, like a real good conversation. And
she said the Polish people are exactly the same.
But I think the people here, and obviously like English people, have probably a well-deserved reputation of being standoffish, cold, particularly
hard to understand.
Hard to understand, you think?
What?
Yeah.
Here?
Definitely, like the Southerners, I believe everyone always thinks that they're really like standoffish. So they're not as like, everything's a little bit more sort of like, they won't show as much of their personality. I think the general idea is that the more north you go, the less it's like that. It probably is like that. I'm from the Midlands, so we're smack in the middle. We're rude and sort of
rude, posh, rich, poor, everything.
Yeah, it's kind of a hodgepodge of everything. Yeah. Hodgepodge. Yeah. Have you not heard that? Have you heard that? Yeah.
No. She hit me with the cordials. She's posh.
Oh, okay, okay.
She hit me with smart words because she's from Monterey.
Money, money, right? Money, right? I can't.
Monterey, you know, living in a villa.
But the the people here can be really what feels not like feels, but or could be like sound quite or sorry appear to be aggressive, but it's actually being really really nice. So like that you said like that
You said
here
that.
sounds like oh well, this guy wants to have a go at me here, but then they're just asking something really really friendly or nice. So
Saying that. Whenever I moved here, 2007, me and a few other guys have a conversation about accents, and because it's such a mix up of accents. I live in Ballywalter.
do you think the accents there's a mix of accents here?
It's not. It's like I need to stop saying like it's another
I say
here.
I think it's like a UK island wide thing though, so it's I think I've always said it.
So we had this conversation about you go in Ballywalter. So I started going to the pub, meet the guys, and then one night the guys in the pub said to me, "Let's go to Portavuggy to Keys." Keys, Portavuggy is another village.
Okay, yeah.
5 minutes down the road.
Oh, is a pub there or something?
It's called Keys. Used
Okay.
to be called. I think it's closed now. And they said to me, "Just sit down and listen." I didn't have a fucking clue what they talking about. I started like,
The accents.
"Are we moved to different country?" And the way they were talking, I'm like, no chance.
I think I can't pick up on the difference in accents here that well. Everyone always says there's loads of different accents. To me, it still does sound a bit. I can hear the North Down Bangor type accent at times, and I can hear slight differences within Belfast. But apart from that, and Ballymena as well.
Slight difference in Belfast.
Yeah,
you
within
go
Belfast.
2 streets in Belfast and they speak 2 different languages.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Like East Belfast girls, or you love to listen to East Belfast girls.
They all sound the same.
No. Oh no.
No. Okay.
Especially whenever you work on a door, you know who's gonna cause you trouble, who's not gonna cause you trouble. It's like, you know my fucking eyes. No, honey, you're often. You're looking for him.
Harsh.
I said to her, there's such a huge amount of people with amnesia in this country.
Amnesia. Okay. Why?
I didn't know the population of people with amnesia. It's so huge. Because see, whenever you work on a door and people come down and say, "You know who I am?" It's like, I have no fucking clue yet. You have any idea and you can help you out with that? They have no idea who they are. They don't know their daddies. They know who they are. It's like mental.
Do you know who my dad is?
That might be the one of the most. Not that I said, you know who my dad is. If you don't know, I have no fucking clue. I don't even know who you are. That's true.
I've heard people say it, but no one's ever said it to me. But I'm not doing the doors or anything like that. I've never, I don't fall out with.
It's kind of.
I don't tell people they can't do something.
It's kind of a threat.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know who my dad is?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Sure, the dad's probably thinking, "Will you stop saying that?" If my kids were saying things like that, I'd be thinking, "Shut up, come on."
the worst part, if you know that, I say, "Yeah, we fucking had a pint last week. What do you on about? Fuck off."
Yeah, there's probably some. I don't know, probably works in an office in an accounts department or something. And he's just trying to live his normal life and things, and just thinking he's getting pulled into.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. No, I don't. I love aspects of this place. I haven't picked up on the accents. So.
Accents. Korean. It's different words.
Yeah.
Shire. Tire. Tile.
Derry, would that not be?
Korean.
Okay.
All over Korean.
Derry has a different accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite strong.
Derry or London Derry, because it's 2 different places.
Okay, I'm not getting into that, but
Especially for my friends from London Derry.
That's a real weird one to figure out as well.
See, I think because I'm Polish, I get away with shit like that.
Yeah.
But if anybody from over here start joking about that, it's gonna be like a.
Well, I was
in
here teaching the one day, and I can't remember how it came up in conversation. But I think I said something like, I said to somebody, now this person was only in the gym a week, if that, and they didn't stay particularly long. But I said something about something happening in Derry. It could have been a jiu-jitsu competition, or it could have been a judo competition or something. I can't remember. And the person corrected me and said it's
London Derry.
Okay, right, okay, yeah. and I just carried on and just changed the subject or something like that. So sort of, I don't commit to anything in terms of that. Like
It's
I'm
to me it's
Luxembourg.
trivial. Sorry, trivial.
Yeah,
Trivial, is that a word?
trivial. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
not very important. It's
Yeah.
just the name of the town. Like we call it arts.
Yeah.
Going to arts. Nobody want to say Newton Arts because it's
way
such
handier,
a
isn't
mouthful.
it?
We're going to London. There.
Yeah.
I'm going to Newton Arts. You say Bangor. Well, I don't go to Bangor. Nobody goes there. Shit. I say that right. Have to cut it.
Is it not? I'm not gonna say anything. I thought Bangor's quite nice.
I like Bangor. Because I was living arts for so long, I can't say that right.
Okay. They not get on.
No, Bangor and arts. Oh, I wasn't aware of the conflict till I started on a door. And the conflict is between young guys and don't even know why the conflict is. Because Bangor would be a beautiful place to go.
Mm-hmm.
But they start closing whole entire streets,
Yeah.
all the shops and everything. And it was one stage, it was like a ghost town, which art, it's not thriving in life. Let's face it, if you want a night out, you don't go to fucking arts or Bangor. In Bangor have two pubs beside each other and hop house, well, few.
Okay. Yeah.
But everything closer to one.
Who was it who did a gig in Bangor? Like Coolio or someone?
Oh, fuck off.
I'm pretty sure a few years back.
Yes, and a goat stove. That's just so cool. You were skint.
Yeah.
From all places, you decide, where are you going to gig next? Bangor. Fuck happened to you? Lost the bet.
Maybe Bangor Wales booked him and then just
Mixed it up.
Yeah.
I had lots of calls from Bangor Wales when I was working at a taxi company.
Asking for
a lift. So where are you? Such a street. So where's that in Bangor?
Welsh accent though.
I don't have that name in the system. What's the postcode? Give me the postcode. Wait, I'm in Newton Arts. Where's Newton Arts? So you should fucking know if you phone me.
Wales is a good place. I like Wales.
I've been once. I love Scotland. I love Scottish people.
Okay.
I've been in England a few times. My best friend is English. He's from London.
Where?
London.
London.
It's actually his brother coming down soon.
Yeah. I'd like to go to Scotland. I don't think I've ever really been there once, maybe as a kid.
I wasn't aware that except here, everywhere in UK, the pub times opens as normal.
Yeah.
To me here, it's like 1 o'clock. That's some of us actually going out at that time.
What time is it? Is it sort of 3 a.m. in England or something like that?
Yeah. Poland was. We had the pub that was closing at 3. It was called Four Roses for Lucien. And then straight from there was a pub called the Armory, which was 2 minutes up the road. And they closed for 1 hour or half an hour, all depends how many people was in. Everybody get out, they clean the glass, wipe the tables, and then go back in. But by 6 o'clock, you can see the officers of duty.
Yep.
The ladies who will sell stuff not necessary legally.
Okay, right. Yeah.
And the guys who were selling themselves. So that was mainly the crowd you were sitting and your friends.
Okay.
So it was kind of interesting.
Yep.
Interesting crowd. And all of those people would wipe over their heads, pissed. Was one doorman sitting in the front.
Yeah, okay.
Just let people in and paid like a 5 zloty. So that would be like what? 1 pound.
Right.
And that's it. There was no door staff except him.
Did you have an easy night?
Always.
Yeah.
Because everybody don't want to get kicked out because nothing else is open.
Yeah, yeah.
Nightclubs were open till 6. And we used to go to the vineyard. Can't remember what you called it before. But that was open till 6. And a number of times you come in, pitch black, you're going back home, it's a fucking morning time. Sun is shining, birds are twerking, like going to bed and just feel like shit and shaking, like I don't want to be here anymore. Well, that was the times in Poland. And over here, 1 o'clock. Kicked out for, I think the longest, the one is in Belfast, like 2 o'clock or something like that. Mm-hmm. Strange.
Yeah, I don't really enjoy going out, if I'm honest. Probably sound quite boring,
but see, because you have that, I don't think anybody who's doing any type of sports on certain level do go out.
I'm always, well, 2 kids, but I'm always like, I'm very rarely am I more than 24 hours from needing to be here, and I just think it's just not worth it.
Like, we don't drink. Both of us don't drink. We have no interest in drinking or going out. The biggest treat for us is go to a sushi place.
Sushi, nice.
That's the biggest treat.
Where do you go?
Kamakura.
Okay,
Kamakura.
That's the one just by me, I think.
Yes. So that one on Hollywood Road.
Yep, and then there's one around the corner, I think.
There's a new one.
Is that good? I haven't been there yet.
Haven't been there. I don't think you can sit in. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is only a takeaway, which is strange. I wouldn't go takeaway sushi. It sounds so much to like Tesco jobby.
Probably nicer.
I don't know. Yeah.
Steamy.
You never like, if you go to the restaurant, any place, and they pack your food, and you take it home. It's not the same as if you eat there.
Yeah. It's easier just eating at home though.
Yeah.
You have 6 kids. How do you have time to go out?
We don't.
I was going to say.
But that's our bigger treat. Once upon a time.
Yeah.
Last time we went was my birthday.
Where'd you go? Kamakura.
Kamakura.
Okay. Good.
Kamakura, and we went to Prison Island.
Oh,
and then we went to pick the kids back.
The golf place?
No. It's Prison Escape.
What's Prison Island?
Yeah.
What is it? Oh, you got to escape, like escape rooms and things?
But it's weird. It's not exactly what you think of escape room. Like, you have to figure out how to get out.
Okay.
It's challenges.
Like
So you
Crystal
have
Maze?
Huh?
Yes.
Like the Crystal Maze?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I never watched that, but I just agree.
Yes.
It's cracker, but it is hard. We went only 2 of us, and the guy said, "Oh, well, 2 of us is enough." Let me see people of 6 or 7 people coming in, like a pros. Seems like somebody has too much time on their hands. So like, all right, go to this room. We're gonna do that. You jump on that. You jump on that. I'm gonna hold that. It's like, is that a fucking military operation? You standing like, no. Next
Was
room,
it
fuck
fun?
it. Yeah.
Or stressful?
Some of them. One was the weird angle room. It was like 4 clues. You have to figure out the numbers.
Right, okay.
And I come down and I start thinking about it, and then my stomach went weird, and I started being a wee bit dizzy because you stand on a weird
Oh,
angle.
the floor's at an angle, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'd like that.
but you have to be quick.
Okay.
But then, cause the floor, you can't be quick because you're like, I'm feeling sick, but I have to figure it out. I'm feeling sick, but I figured it out now. So we done like 3 times, try to get it done. It's good fun. I will recommend highly to anybody.
Okay. I'll say to Lindsay about it.
But get a group of people.
Get a group. Okay.
Yeah. Because then it's a scoreboard and everybody's competing with each other.
Okay, I like that.
So if you're competitive,
yes, I enjoy that.
get advantage of it.
Okay.
You ever play golf?
Yeah, tried. Yeah, loads of times. Family friends of ours, they actually built their own golf course. They had land because they were farmers, and then during like the late 80s, early 90s, there was in England a lot of farmland was like farming wasn't profitable, so they opened their own golf course on the land that they owned, and so we grew up around it up until about the age of probably 13, I think. And then I tried to play it as an adult again, but just really, really frustrating. Which it doesn't make any sense if you think that, because jiu-jitsu can be really frustrating, but just didn't resonate with me the way that jiu-jitsu does.
So just give you an example.
Yeah.
Being competitive in golf for me, as a driving range, that's my golf.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't shoot the ball straight.
No one can really, can they?
No.
Like, okay. Like this way.
Oh, it's the guy actually walked past. Like, I haven't seen it before.
Right.
The ball just went back, and I hit it forward. But the way it slipped over, I had no idea. Then me, Andre, big Andre,
Yeah.
and Andre went to play. That was hilarious. We were scared of our lives where the ball.
You guys probably have your lats are probably your traps and your lats are so big.
I wasn't the
that
biggest.
you're probably just like this.
If you see Andre going for it, it's hilarious because he's so huge.
Yeah. And his
This is-
arms are probably quite small in comparison to his upper body, I'd imagine, just because he's probably got a really good bench press, has he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's probably like that.
No, Andrew was the best.
He's probably thinking, you dick.
The only problem with Andrew is I keep grinding him over the past good few months about being short. So I have to pick on something. You need to get it. Like, everybody gets stick from me, so
Okay.
I have to pick something. I can't pick on his physique. I can't pick on his sense of humor or anything. So You're shortest, so I just keep calling him
Oh,
shortest.
okay. I thought you were going to say that as golf. So
Oh no, his golf is shit as well. But mine is shit, so I'm not allowed to say anything.
Okay.
But then I pick on him for so long that he actually got a complex out of it.
You got a what?
A wee complex out of it.
Oh, was he? Well,
So now he's a wee bit
bullying.
Yeah, it's pure bullying. But you see, I do not agree with bullying, but I think a certain amount of bullying will be necessary to build your character. Did that make sense? I'm not saying to go and pick on people.
Yeah.
But
he can't fix his height.
Yeah. Well, you can wear higher shoes. Just grow up. I love you too. But like, see, remember school, even your friends bully friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not to the bully point. Like, not gonna come down every morning and just slap you in the face or just steal your sandwiches. But everybody will call each other. We used to call each other gay constant.
Yeah.
Constant, like, that's gay, you're a faggot. But you don't mean harm.
Mm-hmm.
You're just doing that because you like somebody. Not that way, by the way. And see, now you're scared of saying anything like that.
Are you trying to tell, is it Andre? Are you trying to tell him?
He knows. He knows he's gay. He exactly knows because I keep pulling him on that as well.
I think it's probably like the acceptable insulting, that sort of stuff is probably changing. And maybe as we're getting older, it's probably not going to be the case for our kids.
No.
You're probably not going to have your kid calling another kid kind of...
he calls me gay.
Okay.
So me and Alex have this
conversation. You're married to a woman.
So me and Alex have this conversation already. We are talking about it, and I says, he come down to me, call me gay. So like you need to understand why
Who's
I call
this?
Alex, the oldest.
Okay. I thought Gabby was the oldest.
No, Gabby is 8.
Okay.
9.
Yep.
9. His date of birth.
Okay.
Alex is Vicky's son. He's 13.
Yep.
And he come down just one day, just shit. You're gay.
Okay.
So you need to understand. It's like, why gay? Because you have so many boyfriends. Yeah, my friend. Okay. I see your point. Okay, I feel your drift here. And he says something. I says, you need to understand why we call each other gay. So I will phone Andre as the sweetest talk ever.
Yeah.
So like, hello, my darling, how you doing? Just being me. I says, like, see, whenever we are growing up, if you come down to school in a pink top, you get labeled gay, even without you being gay. So from that type of talk, we create that man talk between each other.
Right.
So if you do something stupid, we call it gay.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily mean you're being gay. So we went through elaborate stuff about that, and now he pick on it. So every time I do something stupid, he call me gay. Yeah. And I do a lot of stupid things. But it's good he understand it. He don't go to school and saying that.
Right. Okay.
So it's like an inside the house
nowadays,
joke.
that would probably get him.
Oh, in trouble.
Yeah, a lot of trouble.
He said to me, they have in school, the pride, something about supporting pride stuff.
Right. Yeah.
So like, fine. Okay, listen, I'm not gonna disagree with all of that. Like,
definitely wouldn't have happened when I was at school.
Oh no.
But yeah, it's good. It's good to see it now, though.
You come down to school and you say like, "Oh, I kissed the boy," and like, still have a feel in my face. I'm joking. But there was no such a thing. Like, you wouldn't see 20 years ago in Poland, you wouldn't see 2 guys holding hands on the street.
All right, okay.
As a prank, maybe. You wouldn't see the guy in a dress on the street.
Mm-hmm. Probably
You still can't. It would be a wee bit more popular now, but all that trans and what do we call it? Drag queen. Drag queen was a show.
Right. It was acceptable within the show, was it?
Yeah.
Right,
but Poland, it's very close-minded about that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just the way Polish people are. Yeah. But that would never happen. You would never have the guys holding hands on the street. Okay. 2 girls kissing, 2 boys kissing. It was so bizarre. I didn't even know a few of my friends were gay, and they never tell anybody.
Okay. Right.
Because they were scared what's gonna happen. Like, absolutely nothing. Like, we're not getting baths together. Like, don't really care if you like kissing boys or not. We're going for a pint. We're going to do stupid shit, but we ride the bikes down the hill, hitting the bush. Don't really care who you're sleeping with. Not my business.
Yeah.
And Am I gonna get cancelled because that?
Potentially. Well, you've been pretty open-minded with it. Like it's.
Oh, I couldn't care. I said.
Yeah, I understand what you're trying to say.
I had said a few times, if my kids come down to me and say, "Am I to be gay?" So fair play. I couldn't care less who you love. At least you love somebody.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Would be different story than coming in a dress.
In a dress.
That's wrong shoes to that dress. Go and fix yourself. Get one from my wardrobe. From every one of them, he's the most manly one.
Yeah.
Austin.
Right.
Austin is the most boisterous.
Okay. Yes. Better. Yeah. Save it.
My mom used to bring me Barbie dolls from Germany.
Why?
Don't know why.
Okay.
I remember I had Barbie dolls. I just won a Barbie doll because somebody else had it. So I won a Barbie doll and I was playing with Barbies as a child. Like
Okay.
really young child, probably like 4 or 5.
Yeah, well, it's probably different, isn't it? If you're like 9, 10.
Yes, but now you
Oh,
different stories.
oh, I think he's in transition. We need to start getting his hormones sorted. A child doesn't even know what the PP is for. He doesn't even stand up for. Oh, but that's weird, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we see it with my son. He just copies Eve.
Yeah.
So Eve's my eldest. And he'll just copy whatever she. Not so much nowadays. He plays with his toys now more. But at one point, he definitely would have just done whatever. And he's a proper little boy.
Well, I know I see him here.
Yeah, yeah. And she's a proper little girl. So, but like, we just let them. If that's what he's into.
You know, we're gonna probably get cancelled for that.
What's that?
Proper little boy and proper little girl. Because now proper means like, are you assuming he's a boy? So, yeah, I was there, you know, saw it in my own eyes. He was born in the front of me.
Well, you could see he was a boy from when he was. I think it was at the 20-week scan. I remember I said to them, I said, "Is he a boy?" And then they went, "Yeah, yeah." And I went, "Yeah, you can see."
You assuming his gender.
I think it was the 20-week scan. I think is the one where they tell you the sex, isn't it? Yeah, and before the words came out of the midwife's mouth, we said like it's a boy. We can see. So
well, some people don't like it. I said, whatever I was born, it's like I would love to not know that, but I need to prep. I'm sorry.
Well,
I have to get the room sorted. I have to get the clothes and everything.
That was exactly it for us because our house is originally it would have been a 3-bed. There's now a 2-bed, and so it was a case of like, right, we need to move house if we're having it. So we had a daughter. We had a daughter. If we're having a boy, that means we need a new house. It wasn't a case of, oh, we'll find out on the day and it'll be a nice surprise regardless. It was like, we got a new clothes.
We need to plan that.
Yeah. We just didn't have that luxury of being able to sort of roll with it, whatever happened. So yeah. But I think in terms of, you said about getting cancelled and things, like,
I'm saying a lot of stuff I don't supposed to say, so don't worry. Andrew's the worst. Andrew was hitting with the jokes about Stephen Hawking on Paralympics or something like that. So
well, yeah,
scared.
going by some of the stuff you've said that have been said previously, like, if you haven't been cancelled after that, then
no,
surely you can't.
It's the whole thing. It's like, to me, everything can be turned into a joke.
Yeah.
I have a really strange sense of humor, but I appreciate everybody.
Yeah.
I do have a lot of love for people. I do have a lot of understanding. Yeah, I just need to take a wee step back and see, like,
I would be of the same mind for the most part. Like, I have quite a, things that shouldn't be funny sometimes can be made funny.
Yeah.
Depending on the context and that sort of stuff. There's good comedians that will talk about that. And yeah.
I seen, but that meme killed me. Talking about transgender. Was a lady sitting in the gynecologist office and sir, I got a bad news. I'm a woman. Okay, ma'am, I have a bad news for you. You have testicular cancer. It's like, that's just put the pin on it.
Yeah.
And how you deal with that? You're speechless after, but you know it's true. You know that's how bizarre the meme is, how bizarre the picture is. That's where we live now.
I try not to get too strongly. I can give a stuff really either way, really, on things like that. Try not to, especially as like business and in the public, sort of like obviously in the public domain things. I try not to. I don't have an opinion. I just run the gym, run the business, and have the opinions that of the opinion of, as long as it's nothing interferes with the delivery of sessions, then I don't care.
Right. But in your opinion, do you think all the, I would say, semi-famous people, like not mega famous people, but semi-famous people that you know them, you know who they are,
okay,
but they weren't super massively famous. They weren't like every single. They weren't The Rock. Let's say The Rock Johnson.
He's mega famous.
Yeah, so he's mega.
Oh, okay,
famous.
so they're not
his.
Oh, okay, right. I thought you were like saying that he was like a.
I would say like B-list. They start.
So who's B-list if The Rock?
I'm not gonna say the examples. I'm just gonna say the certain traces.
Yep.
And you can add it up. So I'm not gonna name and shame anybody.
Okay.
But they start getting on to be more, not in your face, but who's gonna do more stupid thing? Who's gonna create more stupid thing? Like, used to be trendy being gay. Now, from being gay, we divert to, oh, now I'm transsexual. Right. From transsexual, we divert somewhere else. Right. And there's like the whole, a wall, I would say, of different genders from it, because people are just bored and try to get the shock effect. Right. I want to be talked about.
Yeah.
So I need to create something new that's going to be more ridiculous than was last week.
Okay, right.
You know who I'm talking about roughly? There's lots of people like that, especially in social media.
Yeah. I don't really pay attention to any of that. I don't spend any time on that. Very rarely.
Because of that, I scroll a lot of people's pages and try to learn about humans.
Right.
And I just find out it's like a plague. Since you stop for a few seconds, it's like, oh, he used to be a fireman, now he's a lady, okay? And since then, you've got the makeup tutorials from the guys like, no, okay, that's actually nice makeup. And you keep scrolling. What I can say, guys are better than doing makeups than girls. Full stop.
I have no strong opinion on this.
Same as chefs. I think I'm watching guys doing makeup to create what they have to look so feminine. From me and you, like not me, but you, if they can manage to do your beard and your face, you look like a supermodel just with the makeup. I'm like, hi. Like, what take them to do that? And you will surprise, like, we used to have the Bangkok.
Yeah. Are you still asking me a question here, or is this because...
I think I just went on one.
Yes, the Bangkok ladyboy, they used to come in.
Yeah,
they still
so
do,
they were like students.
Hmm.
They like try to copy it, but they went to the extreme. They actually appreciate their work.
Yeah.
How much makeup they can create now, like how good they are with it.
Yeah.
Strange. But we need to appreciate beauty, not necessarily natural. That's why first date should be in a swimming pool. Remember that?
First date in a swimming pool. What?
That's the way my brain works.
Or jiu-jitsu class. You shouldn't wear makeup to jiu-jitsu.
I saw it a few times. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's not good. We have
dripping mascara running down. Like,
yeah.
Are you right there?
Does
Especially
happen.
when I was a sweaty son.
Yeah. Do you wear makeup to jiu-jitsu?
I tried, but
no.
My eyelashes falling out.
Just
it's
hanging
weird
off.
It's weird with the fake nails, man.
There's another boxing match recently where someone had their eyelash knocked off or something like that. I think it was one of the influencer boxing matches.
Let's not go this way. Oh my god, influencers boxing matches. That's really grinding me.
Why?
Like,
why? Some of them are good.
You've got guys who sacrifice their life to do well in combat sports, compete, keep the diets, do everything. And they get paid pennies.
Yeah.
compared to some guy who has a child, sit in front of the camera and say, "Hi, look at me. I'm gonna show you my nipples, and then I'm gonna do the dance on TikTok with my brother." And now
You've done that dance on TikTok.
that's why I'm not famous. But then those guys get paid. The amount of money.
What sort of like a Jake Paul type sort of level, or
I
are you
don't want to
talking
name
lower?
anybody, because they might watch that and cancel me because they're so powerful.
Okay.
But those guys getting lined up to fight with Mike Tyson.
Jake Paul.
And the guy is from Nickelodeon. No, sorry.
Yes, but he's you could definitely make this argument maybe
He is a good boxer.
Yeah.
He's a good boxer. I'm not gonna take anything away from him. He's a good boxer, he's a good scrapper, he trained his ass off.
Yep.
But why the guys who are like athletes who train can't get even a percentage of it for fights? Because he's so famous?
So with that, Jake Paul goes and fights, does all the training, does everything that's required, does his fight, but then the boxers that haven't got that profile should get paid.
I think the pay for them should be higher than it is.
Okay, right. Okay, so you're not saying they should get a percentage of his earnings. So.
No, that's his earnings.
Yeah.
But like,
okay, yeah,
shouldn't be that blow up because it's more of a show now than actually sport.
But if you're commanding that sort of if you're generating that revenue, like if they're not
honest, I actually see the point. It's like female football.
If they're not generating the revenue, then they have no claim to it.
You see, you just changed my mind.
Okay, right.
As much as I disagree with it, but yeah.
Well, you're disagreeing with the principle.
Idea of it, yeah.
Yeah, you're not disagreeing with the logic, though.
No, the logic is there.
Yeah.
But same as female football. Can't argue with that. Female football is not as spectacular as the guys' football, which I think guys' football is.
Say, let's say you're in need of a weekly shop, a big shop.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have such an.
Why are we saying about female football weekly shop?
Okay, well, I'll explain. And then you have Tesco.
Yeah.
You have another supermarket, say, I don't know, Asda or whatever. And you hate Tesco for whatever reason. You have a real strong hatred of Tesco. You love Asda. They don't stock anything you want. Tesco have everything you need, but you just don't want to shop there. Where are you going to go?
Spar.
Spar. Okay, right. You only have those two options.
I'm going to have to go to Tesco.
Exactly, yeah. So you're going to have to pay your money to Tesco.
Which I hear, yeah.
Yeah, and because they're the ones that have the value, they have value in that they have the stock. So you're going to end up paying it, okay? So if a combat sports athlete has value in that people will pay to watch them fight, but yet a really high level, say amateur or relatively new professional, has all the skills but doesn't have the following, who would you book to be on your show if you had the funds to pay for them? Are you going to book the person that doesn't get eyes, or are you going to book the person that gets eyes?
Fuck you. Stupid thing. Yeah, absolutely.
It's got nothing to do with, like you talked about, the female footballers and things. Nothing to do with sex, gender, or anything like that either.
So, like, we're talking about female football because
it's a big thing in jiu-jitsu.
I prefer watching female football. If I will have to watch football, I will watch female football because I think they're more into it.
I don't watch any football, so I couldn't tell you. But
I don't watch football. I watch few, let's say Euros or whatever World Cups.
Yeah,
games.
Big events. Yeah.
But I see female football. I will prefer to watch like lower leagues. If that makes sense, because it's like so much.
Lower league men's football is great to watch because there's enough chaotic stuff going on. It's maybe not as clinical as watching high elite level.
It's not so much drama as well.
Yeah, and it's the same if you go and watch MMA on a local domestic level, sorry, like a national level. Some of the fights are great because they're just getting stuck into each other. They haven't got that same kind of, like you'll go and watch a UFC fight, maybe a championship fight, and they spend the first 2 rounds feeling each other out, or first round at least, and then it starts to build up, picks up intensity and things. You don't see that as much in like a domestic level, so maybe there's an element of that. But do you have any preference in women's MMA and men's MMA, or is it the same to you? Yeah, it's the same to me.
I know only one thing I can say, which is really controversial. I don't think the guys who are girls supposed to compete in female MMA, another way around.
What? The guys that are so transgender MMA.
Sorry, the transgender female shouldn't compete in female divisions.
Oh yeah, I think everyone agrees with that. Yeah.
No,
No.
you transphobe.
But
you know what I mean. Like,
yeah.
I think female MMA is.
Well,
I think
anybody
generally females are more vicious than men.
Yeah.
Whenever you watch them fighting, like Yunjay Chako. God.
Yeah, she's phenomenal.
Ferocious.
But anybody that's ever like in any way tried to educate themselves on MMA in the slightest, whether it's just like a fan that's just watched a few events and things, they would all probably be in agreement with you. So like that's not anything you've really. But if you watch women's, like if I was watching women's MMA or men's MMA, to me, there's no difference in. It's like there's no. I wouldn't pick men's over women's or women's over men. It's just whatever fight is next. And if I like the fighter, then great, I'll watch it. So I love watching, I don't know, Shevchenko. The last fight with Grasso wasn't as good.
So
but it was,
Shevchenko and Grasso, that's my club friend, club colleague, coach.
Oh, the Ultimate Fighter, yeah. Yeah, so you were supporting Grasso then, were you? Or
I'm just throwing there. I don't want to take the
coach?
sides.
Who was the coach?
And say you have to watch it to know it.
Okay, right. Okay. But like I like watching women's MMA because it's just as good as men's MMA. But I like watching, let's say, tennis, for example. I don't watch much tennis, but if Wimbledon's on, it doesn't necessarily bother. It wouldn't bother me if it's women's or men's. But there's definitely a noticeable difference in the appreciation of women's and men's from casual fans. But MMA, I don't know if it's quite the same. Like, there's a lot of respect for women's MMA. I think. I don't know.
Well, whenever I said to take balls to get in the cage, I think those girls who go in those cages have more balls than most guys I know.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Not naturally, but yeah. Because it takes a lot of courage to get inside the cage.
Yeah.
Even on the amateur level.
Yeah.
And to go to the gym, even scrapping with the guys or train with the guys, it's take a lot of courage to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
So they know what they're doing and they have to be dedicated to it. Probably that's why the fights are so spectacular.
Probably also they don't get the same opportunity to train with their size and
it's
their
not so many
strength.
girls.
So when they do, it's sort of it's a rare opportunity, or sorry, it's not as common. So they really do sort of go for it. Maybe I don't know.
So in our club, we have a lot of members. And I think I saw 6, maybe 7 girls come down and train. Yeah. The training I do, I trained personally with 3 girls. Yeah. I sparred with a girl on Sunday. But except that, there's not so many girls into the sport.
Yep.
Because it's hard. Like in hybrid, my previous club, there was few girls as well, but it's so hard to find fights as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and they've got to travel more as well.
They have to push way harder than guys.
One of the girls down here just she went down to the event because her brother was in it, but she didn't get a match, and she just got a first belt as well. So that immediately narrows the pool of potential competitors or opponents. If she'd have been a white belt, maybe she would have got it.
That's why I'm staying white belt.
More people, more white belts. Yeah,
white belt for life. I don't think I'm ever gonna change that.
Right? We don't need a belt. If you're doing MMA, you don't need a belt. So you just need to grapple.
Yeah. It's good to know. It's good to know what you're doing. Right. Thank you very much.
No problem.
It was absolutely smashing.
Thank you.
I think my ass is a little bit numb. And thank you, my beautiful camera, gender X person. I try to be politically correct.